Yep. SmackDown is live. We are too. It's Wrestling Uncensored. Jade Cargill, Jordan Grace, world title on the line. Let's talk some wrestling. Johnny North is here. We are here. We are live on a Friday night. How are you, my friend?
Not too bad, Dave. I think we had some good timing there as they went to commercial break, just as we came on. I mean, they still are wrestling, but action has slowed down considerably now.
Yeah, we got Jordan Grace and Jade Cargill in a world title match taking place right now. Dominik, Mysterio, and Liv Morgan having some sort of Valentine's Day date ringside. Liv Morgan, of course, won the Royal Rumble, so she could face the winner of this match at WrestleMania. Potentially. She may also choose Stephanie Vaquer, who's the champion over on Raw. I think it'll be Stephanie Vaquer.
Yeah, probably, but it's good to play it up, like back and forth kind of thing, because Roman picked right away, so better that the other Rumble winner takes their time with it. We'll probably know by Chamber, probably.
You would think so. Elimination Chamber coming up February 28th. We still have a couple of weeks before that event. And you would suspect that going into that event with the Women's Chamber match determining the title challenger for WrestleMania, that we would know which title they'd be looking at going into Chamber. So you would think Liv would pick in the next couple of weeks, right?
You could imagine that, but they might save it for actually the Chamber that she'll choose at the Chamber. Not impossible. I feel like, didn't they do that before once?
Did you see that?
I saw something they tried to do in the corner, and then they just did it again because it wasn't very good the first time, and it wasn't even good the second time.
Oh, there you go.
And now they're doing it a third time. Oh, it's so bad.
So what happened was Jade was supposed to do the elbow in the corner, but Jordan kind of like half blocked it. So Jade went and did the elbow again. And then she went to do it again, and then Jordan blocked it. So I guess she blocked it too early, or Jade wanted to hit one before she... But it just looked bad. This match hasn't been terrible, though. I mean, you know, it's been okay.
Well, it hasn't been amazing, but I can't say SmackDown has been very good either tonight. Disappointing, given that they had a lineup where it's like, oh, this could be really good, but so far not so great.
Yeah, I mean, we still have the main event to come, which is, I think, the big draw for this show. It's what I'm actually excited about it because I'm not sure who's going to win. We've got Cody Rhodes, Sami Zayn, and Jacob Fatu in the main event. Triple threat. Winner goes to the Chamber. It's a big match. So we still haven't had that, right?
You really got to hope that's going to be something here that kind of saves the show, because it's been disappointing so far. That opening match, highly disappointing. I expected better.
You look a little fuzzy. I think your camera is like fuzzy.
I have to refresh, possibly.
Yeah, I don't know. It was happening before the show too, I think. You're like slightly out of focus. I don't know. No, it's getting better. Maybe it's my eyes. Who knows? Maybe I'm just getting older, John. Could be me. Doesn't John look slightly fuzzier than usual? Maybe it's just your aura.
That could be the lighting too, possibly.
Apparently, it's a low bandwidth situation. Your bandwidth is low, John. Up your bandwidth.
There you go.
Man. Well, as long as I see him, that's the most important thing. I just got to see him. I like a clearer image of you, you know? I like to see the full picture, but I get what I get what I can get, right? I'll take it. Big match tonight, triple threat. I think everybody's expecting Cody to win, but you never know, right?
I mean, I could see Cody and Jacob both not winning, and then maybe Sami could win. I could see that too.
Yeah.
It's impossible.
Yeah. I could see Jacob winning.
What the heck was that? He's like jumped into her or something.
Yeah, I don't know. You think Jacob might? I mean, Jacob could win. Anybody could win, I think.
Yeah, I mean, really, like it's very interesting because you would think Cody and Jacob would qualify for the chamber, but that's not the case at all. It seems so. But either way, like I feel they're going to be involved. Well, I guess Cody would think right away because you think Cody for sure would be involved in the WrestleMania title match, but maybe Jacob should be involved too. I think because I feel it's a three-way at Mania. Somehow, some way, it's going to be that way.
Drew, Cody, Jacob.
Makes the most sense, I think.
Mm-hmm. I agree. WWE made some matches this week for the Chamber. CM Punk will be defending the World Heavyweight Championship in his hometown of Chicago at the Chamber against Finn Balor. Becky Lynch defending against AJ Lee, who has made Chicago her home as well, living with her husband, CM Punk. AJ Lee challenging Becky for that Women's Intercontinental Championship. AJ and Becky cutting a promo on Raw this week.
Pretty bad?
Yeah. I saw people blaming Becky for it, but, like, AJ really is not bringing much to the table. Everything she says is, like, cringy. It starts off well until AJ shows up.
Yeah, I'll give Becky that. Yeah, it didn't start terribly, but then once AJ came out, it just felt like it all fell apart. But I didn't really like the way Becky was kind of being also kind of cringy herself, and that's it. Wow, Jade won.
Jade hits the
Out of
Jaded
nowhere.
to retain the title. Yep,
I don't believe there just beat her. There was no cheat involved or anything. Just straight up, just win.
They're gearing her up for a big match at Mania. I think they want to keep her strong. She's going to defend the belt at Mania. You know? I didn't think Jordynne Grace was going to win tonight.
No, but with Liv coming out, I thought maybe a distraction of some kind. Anything. But no.
I think Liv is just there as a tease. I don't think she's going to get involved in a real way with Jade because that would start something. And I don't think they want to start anything real other than a possible match at Mania.
You got a stare down here.
Yeah, but I think it's all just a big tease. So they're not going to do anything serious where it's like, well, now we have to have a match because they don't want to have a match. So Liv's not going to get involved in Jade's matches because then Jade would have to retaliate.
I can't see Jade defending the title probably until Mania. There's not a lot of top contenders on SmackDown.
She doesn't have to. Chambers in 2 weeks. She just defended the title now.
Well, here's your favorite segment here.
They do a lot of these on SmackDown, like mini promos. They send the camera backstage to wrestlers that aren't on the show. We're seeing Johnny Gargano and Candice LeRae right now. You see them for like 90 seconds, and then they're gone. We saw Kit Wilson before. We saw Chelsea Green, who's injured with a broken ankle, I think. Like, we see so many people that don't have matches or in-ring segments in any kind of way, just backstage for about 90 seconds. And that's it. That's their whole job. That's what they do at SmackDown. They don't wrestle that week. They don't do anything.
Are you having a tag match here, player?
Who cares? Like, none of these things matter, these backstage. Like, these mini backstage segments, they don't matter. Like, Kit Wilson, he keeps having them with people, they don't matter. He had one with who? Damian Priest and R-Truth. They didn't even build a match out of it. It was just like, oh, here's Kit Wilson, R-Truth, and Damian Priest. Are any of them going to do anything else on this show? Or was that it? Their 90-second, 2-minute promo. You know what I mean?
was surprised. I was expecting
They do so many of those on
Priest.
SmackDown. Little, like, blips of promos. They don't really have any meaning.
I was expecting Priest versus Kit Wilson. I'm surprised that we're not getting that tonight.
I mean, didn't Kit Wilson have a bunch of these little promos backstage with Zack Ryder and it didn't lead to anything?
He attacked Cardona after one of his matches.
Yeah, one time.
After the match. Yeah.
But then there were more promos after. There were a couple of those little mini backstage promos. Like, they do so many of them that they're forgettable. They're just there to fill time and give guys a spot on SmackDown. And then the rest of the time is filled with these, like, long matches that go nowhere. Like, we had a 10-man tag tonight. The MFTs, all of them, beat, get this, Carmelo Hayes, Ilya Dragunov, Shinsuke Nakamura, Matt Cardona, and Apollo Crews. And Apollo Crews didn't get pinned. It was Carmelo Hayes getting pinned by Tama. And it took forever.
It was long, but I get the pin because I guess Tama's going to get the title shot next. So that makes sense.
Isn't he one half of the tag team champions?
I think the way I get it with the MFTs, like they all are, I think.
Okay.
Because like, isn't Solo supposed to be, but he doesn't hold the belts.
I thought didn't Solo and Tama win the belts?
Yeah, but I think someone else defended them too as well. Like Solo didn't defend, if I'm not mistaken. So
okay, so they're all tag team champions.
Yeah, I think that's the way they're going with it. Yeah.
It was weird to me with the Wyatts, and like I don't know if it's still the case with the Wyatts, but why, when they do tag team matches, is it Dexter Lumis and the other guy?
The guy in the jumpsuit, yes.
Yeah.
His name's escaped me too, but yes.
I can't even. But it's not. Eric Rowan, who's like a former tag team champion, who's got experience, who I think people would rather see in the ring. What's that? Why is he just ringside?
Well, I think it's because of the dynamic of MFTs versus the Bloodline. Because like Eric Rowan's the big tall guy, right? And Tala's also the
MFTs versus the Wyatts, not Bloodline.
Oh, sorry, yeah. Because that wouldn't make any sense if it was. That's true. Yeah, right. MFTs versus the Wyatts, yeah. Like the way the structure is in terms of that. Like,
okay, because Tala Tonga stays outside, so Eric Rowan has to stay outside too?
Exactly.
Okay. Well, whatever. I don't care enough to really talk about it at length, John. It doesn't matter. The Wyatts and the MFTs, like it's still going on. Like they're still the main teams feuding over the SmackDown tag titles. And Carmelo Hayes comes out this week and he's like, Ilya Dragunov, it's time for a match for the U.S. title. You deserve it. And I'm like, how many matches are you guys going to have? Why? And then they do, a bunch of other people come out. They want title shots. And then after, when they make the 10-man tag, they're still like, well, we'll wait till next week for Dragunov and Carmelo. I'm like, what? Can we move on? It's weird.
Well, it's a match they like to do. Like, I get it. Well, like, they like to have good matches, right? So
yeah, it's a good match, but like, dude, you can't book it every week. You know what I mean? It's nuts. I don't know why they keep having it. And it's not like we have an unclear finish or interference or whatever. Carmelo just beat Ilya last time. I feel like he's beat him a couple of times now.
Well, no, there was the problem with the Miz interfered the last time, so that's why he felt like he had to give him another title. Yeah. That's why he felt he had to give him another title shot. Potentially.
Wasn't I there? Wasn't that in Montreal?
Potentially, I think it may have been.
Because I saw them wrestle, and I don't really remember the finish.
Yeah, the Miz, I think, got involved, if I'm not mistaken.
Maybe. That sounds familiar. I remember seeing the Miz, but I don't remember why. He's usually
here we go. Your favorite's back on TV again.
There you go. Kit Wilson.
I think he's going to get destroyed again if he keeps...
Oh, no, it's Obafemi. Obafemi. Yeah, they're doing a backstage thing. Kit Wilson's got a book of poems that he's written.
Heidenreich?
Kit Wilson. Yeah. Becky and AJ promo, AJ's just... I don't know. I like Becky. I'm not blaming her for that. It was, ridiculous. Becky is over the top.
It was silly.
She's trying to... Yeah, it was silly. But AJ kind of sets the tone with her silliness.
Yeah, but Becky doesn't need to be that ridiculous.
Yeah.
Becky was way ridiculous compared to the way she usually is. Like, at least AJ, she's kind of always that ridiculous, so not that bad. But Becky, went down to her level pretty much.
Yeah. Like Becky telling AJ that she's ruining her life. Like, what? I don't know.
This started the show. This was not a good start to Raw.
Yeah. And then the Usos beat the Alpha Academy. Liv and Dominik did a promo with Stephanie Vaquer, which was not great. And then Liv called Stephanie Vaquer puta at the end, which I thought was a little out of line. You can't say puta.
Well, you saw it.
Crazy.
You saw it live, I guess, because I didn't see it live. So all I got was just blank.
Oh.
There's a lot of blanks in that promo.
Yeah. Liv called her puta. You can't say that. It's very rude. And Stephanie lost it, understandably. Stephanie was very mad.
Oh, they've said worse on TV before,
I suppose. What about SmackDown tonight, John? So far, we're seeing Drew McIntyre cut a promo right now talking about the Chamber and potential opponents for WrestleMania because he knows that the winner of the Chamber will face him at WrestleMania because Roman Reigns is facing CM Punk for the world title. And Roman won the Rumble. Tonight on SmackDown, we had Tiffy Time cut a promo. She's going to the Chamber. She says she's going to win. Nia Jax and Lash Legends come out, and they're talking about the Chamber. I guess they have qualifying matches. And then Rhea Ripley and Io show up, and Rhea's in the Chamber already, and Io, I guess, has a qualifying match, and they're talking about the Chamber. And then we had a tag team match playa that went to a double countout. That was actually pretty good. I don't know about you, but this was the match of the night, I think. The crossbody that Io did after the match was nuts. Through the ropes, onto Nia, who was on the apron, and then off the apron, through a table to the floor. Incredible. The match just, degenerated, but it was fun. Rhea, Io, very good.
My main issue with that was the finish. Like that DQ was like the ref.
It was a DQ. I thought it was a countout.
They called it a DQ. Apparently, I don't understand why it was a DQ. Because it was the illegal person on the outside that did it. I guess I guess that's why it's a DQ, but still, like, it's kind of dumb.
Mm-hmm.
Like, the fans were chatting, like, ref sucks and all this stuff, and it sucks for the ref because, it's just the way they booked it, but it made the ref look kind of stupid doing that. Because we see that all the time in tag matches, people on the outside like that.
Yeah. I didn't understand that was a disqualification. I thought they got counted out. I just heard the
Because they were
bell. I
brawling
didn't
too
hear
much.
what they were saying. I had people in the room with me, My brother was over. My son was here, causing trouble. They're making noise. I'm not hearing all the commentary. I don't get the finer points all the time, John. Like if I were to watch Solo. But, so I just saw the match end and I heard the bell. I figured count out. Weird finish. Alexa Bliss beat Giulia and Zelina Vegas to qualify for the Elimination Chamber. That match was not great.
Well, it was a styles clash in that one, and not in a good way. Like, it just felt like Julia has a way of what she does, and Alexa keeps it very simple. And it wasn't very fun to watch.
It wasn't great. Alexa qualifies for the Elimination Chamber, but I think it was still better than the Rhea Ripley, Lyra Valkyria, Ivy Niles qualifying match on Raw, which was, as the great Jim Ross would say, bowling shoe ugly. So bad. It felt like Rhea was trying to make Ivy look bad. Everything Ivy did, Rhea was like not selling or not in the right spot for. It was weird. That one spot where Rhea has Lyra up on her shoulders and she's supposed to wait for Ivy to jump off the top and hit them with something to fall, and then she doesn't wait and just drops Lyra, and then Ivy jumps onto nobody, making Ivy look kind of dumb. And I feel like backstage they're blaming Ivy for it, even though Rhea should have waited. I don't know what was going on in that match, but it was so bad. There was zero chemistry. Rhea and Lyra kind of were able to do some stuff, but when Ivy was in there, with Rhea especially, with Lyra, it was kind of working. But everything that had Ivy and Rhea together went off the rails. I don't know why.
Well, commentary were putting over the fact that, Ivy, she's this powerhouse. And it's kind of weird to say that when you look at Rhea and it's like, well, you can be as strong as you want to be, but I'm sure she could throw you around. And the fact that they were trying to put over Ivy as a powerhouse, I'm not saying that she isn't strong in all this, but I mean, I'm sorry, I'm just looking at this. Rhea should throw you around, not the other way around, and I don't know if there was issues with that, or Rhea's kind of like, well, I'm doing my thing, which is understandable. She's a bigger star. So maybe that was a problem. Obviously, chemistry was off, too. There was like a German suplex. Like, didn't Ivy like German suplex Rhea right onto Lyra, or vice versa, something like that? Like, there's a couple of things that looked a little bit off and unsafe.
Yeah. It was rough. It really felt like Rhea was not happy with Ivy, though.
It's possible, but again, I can understand that, like, because the whole match, commentary is putting over Ivy as this powerhouse, and like she's tough and she can do this, and a great wrestler. And she didn't take the pin to Ivy, by the way. So I think they're kind of slowly trying to build up Ivy into something here. And maybe Rhea's just like, well, she can do her thing, but I'm still the star here, and I'm still going to do my thing. And again, I can understand that looking at the size. Like, she shouldn't get thrown around like it's nothing. So
yeah,
maybe she fought back a bit, as she should.
Yeah. But maybe Ivy Niles got that, Chad Gable thing. She was in with Chad Gable for a brief period there. She's small, but she can do suplexes. She's super strong.
I think that's what they're trying to sell, and I can get that. But again, like if it's like Braun Strowman versus Chad Gable, like yeah, okay, they'll give Chad that one little big move that he can get. He can actually pick up Braun, and it's impressive. But for the most part, Braun's going to be throwing him around.
Mm-hmm. Johnny, I think the most impressive performance I saw in the WWE this week was the young Javon Evans.
The cutter.
The cutter, but not just the cutter. Just everything he did in that match was impressive. Athletic. Just the way he moved around was really special. I'm starting to notice more and more that he's doing things that are unusual in a very good way. He's a special talent, I think. Hopefully he puts everything together and becomes like a major star, because in the ring, he can do things that I've never seen before. I have never seen anybody jump off the top rope while another guy jumps off the top rope and hits a cutter in midair in the middle of the ring. Have you ever seen that?
Yeah, I think I've seen that before.
You have?
I mean, yeah. But I don't know if I've seen it live, though. That's like Ring of Honor kind of stuff, watching stuff like that.
It was pretty nuts. I don't know if I've seen it with that much height.
I mean, the way it was done like that.
He's bouncing.
Yeah, I mean, that looked. The height was good. The timing was really good. Not a huge fan of the whole like setup and all that, because like clearly, whoever was like on, I think it was Gable was on the bottom, right? Like he was gone like way before that could have ever been a splash. But whatever. Like again, they're trying to have this cool moment, and I thought it was a very cool moment. Probably one of the best moments Evans has had since he debuted on Raw. And I agree with you. I think he's a great talent. The only like problem I have is that he's painfully thin, and he could stand to gain a couple of pounds.
I think the promos are a little generic. I don't really think. I mean, whatever. I think he'll get older and he'll put on a little bit more size, but I just think the character in promos is just kind of basic. He could be a little bit more, because the way he is now is going to get over to a certain degree, but not all the way to the top.
Yeah, the entrance is kind of lame. Like he's doing this big noise thing, whatever that you barely even see. They don't even catch sometimes on camera, and he's hugging the crowd and all that. Like it's nothing great.
No, but man, there's definitely something there. There's something there, and there's 100%. Time, because he's like 23 years old. It's crazy.
Maybe 22.
Wow.
Yeah,
even crazier. Yeah, a lot of talent, and I was really impressed with what he was doing in the ring. He was in a tag match with some other guys. It was against the Americanos, right? And he was teaming with original Americano, Chad Gable.
Well, they haven't said that yet, but yes, they're still playing it off because the other Americano was there, right?
Yeah. We also had a triple threat match on Raw to qualify for the Elimination Chamber as we get ready for another one on SmackDown here with Cody Rhodes about to enter the ring. LA Knight beating Penta and Randy Orton. Beating Penta and Austin Theory. Randy Orton's already qualified. Penta and Austin Theory losing to LA Knight in that triple threat. LA Knight going to Elimination Chamber. And then he cut this post-match promo. I don't know if you saw it. It was pretty good. Strong babyface promo. Yeah.
I didn't see, but that's good for him. It's a great moment for him. I don't think he's going to win the Chamber, but it's great that he's in the mix. And I'm actually all for that rumored match that he has for WrestleMania. I think him versus Brock Lesnar. I think that's a great match for him.
I agree. I do think that's a great match for LA Knight. And I'm not sure what his path would be otherwise for WrestleMania. Like, I didn't expect Brock Lesnar, but I don't know what else, if they do have big plans for him, what they would do with him. On the other hand, I was really hoping for that Gunther Brock Lesnar match this year.
Too soon.
Okay. But what's Gunther doing?
That's a great question, yeah. I mean,
Like,
what other... well, no, we talked about it. Randy Orton. That's his match. Done.
Yeah, I guess.
So disappointing.
I don't know. It just doesn't seem that great. Does he lose to Randy?
It doesn't really matter. It's not a career match. It's just the career killer versus the legend killer. That's it.
But he's, like, on fire, Gunther is, beating everybody. He retired John Cena and AJ Styles in the year leading up to this WrestleMania. You would think, as, like, the top heel in the company, he'd be going up against the top babyface champion for the belt at WrestleMania. In normal times, that would be the most logical step. But instead, we have Roman Reigns, another babyface, going up against the top babyface champion, CM Punk.
Well, they used Gunther to help elevate Roman because Gunther was there at the end with Roman, but Roman beat him.
Yeah. Of course. So LA Knight qualifies for the Elimination Chamber. I agree with you. I don't think he's going to win. A match with Brock Lesnar is big for him at WrestleMania. It's a big spot to wrestle Brock, but what does that actually look like? Like, on paper, it's cool, but when it happens, is it just LA Knight getting thrown around by Brock Lesnar and losing to Brock Lesnar? Because I'm not really into that. What's the point of that? And I don't really see another outcome. You think LA Knight's going to beat Brock?
Oh, no. Brock's going to beat the crap out of him. But
Right.
This is all the build up to that eventual Brock-Oba match. Or, like you're talking about Brock-Gunther. It's just to build to that.
Why are we building to these matches? Like, Oba Brock, to me, seemed ready to go at the Rumble.
I agree with you in the sense that this would be great and people want to see it, but almost have a match on the main roster so far?
So start him off strong.
I think Brock...
make a star immediately. This guy's had one match on the main roster and he's wrestling Brock Lesnar at WrestleMania. Oh, and he beats him? Crazy. Do you remember when Omos wrestled Brock Lesnar at WrestleMania?
Yeah, he didn't beat Brock. But yeah, I remember that.
No, but still, you could put anybody up against Brock at Mania. They had Omos wrestle Brock at Mania, okay? Never forget. I haven't. It was weird then, and it's weirder now. It's weirder now because the guy has done nothing.
That's true. That was pretty much the end of him on the main roster anyways.
It made no sense. That was like one of Vince's last calls. The old man was losing it. We're going to have Brock wrestle Omos. Look at him, pal. He's huge. Vince, he's not good, and he's not going anywhere. He's not a real wrestler. It doesn't matter. He's my new Giant Gonzalez. Bringing the
I remember for what it was, though.
I haven't been able to do that in a while. Huh? Sorry? What?
For what it was, I remember it was enjoyable, though, the match.
Yeah, it was, wasn't it? It was more fun than we thought it would be. But didn't they rehearse the hell out of it?
I mean, they rehearsed the hell out of everything, as they should. If it's WrestleMania,
yeah, but
they get the best possible.
Well, yeah, it turned out. It did turn out. Good job, Vince. Good job, Vince. Come back, Vince. No. Lorne, shout out to Lorne. Shout out to Angelo. Shout out to Ryan. Shout out to DJ Bourne. Shout out to everybody watching live in the YouTube chat, especially Angelo and Lorne, members of the team over at join.ringsidereport.net. Good evening, Angelo. Thank you for supporting over at join.ringsidereport.net, you guys. The lifeblood of the Ringside Report Network. Membership.ringsidereport.net as well is the place you can go. Go to our website, ringsidereport.net. So much stuff there. So much information. Stuff about the shows, stuff about martial arts, mixed martial arts, pro wrestling, amateur wrestling, everything. All the wrestling. Cody Rhodes and Jacob Fatu in the ring with Sami Zayn right now. It's a triple threat match. Winner goes to the Chamber. Feels like Cody wins this match, wins the Chamber, goes to WrestleMania to face Drew for the title that he lost to Drew. But maybe not. Maybe Sami wins somehow and Cody just wrestles Jacob at WrestleMania. Because again, Cody and Jacob were supposed to wrestle at Saturday night's main event. The match never really happened. Usually in the WWE, if they don't have the match that they advertised, at some point they get to the match. You get to Cody and Jacob. It's kind of like unfinished business needs to happen. It couldn't happen in Montreal at Saturday night's main event. Maybe you put him in a cage. Maybe you do a Hell in a Cell. Jacob versus Cody is like a special attraction match at WrestleMania. Like, there's a world where Cody isn't in the WWE title match, and it is Drew and Sami. Sami couldn't get it done at the Rumble, but by God, he won the Chamber, and he's learned his lesson, and he knows how to beat Drew this time, and it's a new Sami. Like, there's a world where Sami could win this match here tonight and set up a Cody-Jacob match for Mania. Just, maybe it's Hell in a Cell, maybe it's a cage, maybe it's just a match. Maybe there's a special enforcer, Celebrity.
Oh. We're getting down to nitty gritty here because they're teasing finishes now.
We are not, John.
I mean, what time is it?
45.
Oh, yeah. We still got another commercial break then. That's too bad.
You said we're getting down to the nitty gritty, and I just looked at the time. I was like, nah. Not even close. They got lots of time left in this match.
That was a nice little, handspring moonsault right there by Fatu.
Yeah.
Big man doing that. That's not easy.
He's a very big man. Powerful, agile, hell of an athlete. Very big. I was shocked when I saw him, how big he is. Just thick and wide.
And make sound effects sometimes.
Yeah, sometimes. When I say thick and wide, I think sometimes it triggers a sound effect. People get excited, DJ Bourne in the chat. What's up, DJ Bourne? Elimination Chamber. So we have 2 of the 4 on the men's side and 2 of the 6 on the men's side and 3 of the 6 on the women's side. Tiffany, Stratton, Rhea Ripley, and Alexa Bliss. Qualifying tonight. Rhea qualifying this week on Raw. Tiffy last week on SmackDown. And I guess we have some other qualifying matches coming up. Asuka, Bayley, and Natty will have a qualifying match on Raw.
Sounds good.
Charlotte, Flair, Kiana James, and Nia Jax will have a qualifying match next week on SmackDown.
Well, Charlotte and Nia in a ring again. Interesting.
Mm-hmm. Who do you think qualifies there? Asuka, Bayley, Natty. I think it's going to be Asuka.
Has to be.
Why?
Think about it. Like there's 3 baby faces so far, right? That qualified for the women.
Yeah.
You need a heel.
Mm-hmm.
And I like Natty, but that means Natty would have to lose. I don't expect Natty would be involved in the finish of that match. So
Yeah. She didn't have a finish with her match with Maxine Dupree this week. They just fought outside. Natty just beat her up, and the ref rang the bell.
yeah, and then AJ came out, right?
Yeah, but didn't do anything.
Just came out, and that's it.
She just came out because she's friends with Maxine Dupree for some reason. They've been friends for years, apparently. Like, what?
Well, remember, because AJ helped Maxine win the IC title from Becky the first time, remember?
Right. Yes. Okay. But why? But that wasn't about Maxine Dupree. That was about not liking Becky Lynch. So why is AJ now like helping Maxine Dupree? You know what I mean? That wasn't about Maxine. Now it's about Maxine and AJ. Since when are they friends?
Since then.
But it doesn't make sense.
You can become friends off being, mutual enemies.
Hatred of Becky Lynch.
Yeah.
Okay.
Makes sense.
And now they hate Natty too? You would think AJ would like Natty more than Maxine.
I would have thought, like, just the way they did that, like, they're building towards a tag match at Chamber, and then you have the singles at WrestleMania. Not so much.
No, they're doing AJ Becky right away at the Chamber, 1-on-1. So you think Asuka qualifies on Raw, and who qualifies on SmackDown next week? Charlotte, Kiana James, or Nia Jax? I think it's between Charlotte and Nia Jax. But I don't know. I think probably Charlotte. Because Alexa Bliss is in it. And maybe you test that friendship in the Chamber. However, like you mentioned, not a lot of heels in this one. Nia Jax is a clear heel.
Yeah, and has a lot of history with all of them involved already, right? So makes a lot of sense to put Nia in there. She's a bit bigger than most of them, so you can kind of throw a lot of them around. Doesn't matter who they are, Rhea. So, yeah.
Yeah, but star power-wise, if you have the option for the Queen, don't you want to have Charlotte in the match?
It's never a bad option, and like you said, like, it makes sense with the whole thing with Alexa. Like, I mean, you have two good options either way. It's just, in terms of heels, I think you got to throw in Nia,
I think match quality-wise, Charlotte is a better option. Although then you have to have Charlotte lose in this because she's not winning the Chamber. So maybe Nia.
Well, unless the big build to WrestleMania for Charlotte is that she's wrestling Alexa, and then you have this big blow-off inside the Chamber. So that could happen.
Yeah. I still think a multi-tag title match is in the cards for Charlotte and Alexa, Rhea and Io, maybe Nia and Lash Legends, maybe a few others, It's a good way to get everybody on the card.
Your favorites, the Bellas, probably,
The
right?
Bellas, Bayley and Lyra, Everybody.
Now that's a gauntlet, but okay.
Okay. Maybe they do that.
You could see it. Or they do something on SmackDown where they do like a tag battle royal kind of thing, and the winners go to WrestleMania. You can see that too.
Yeah. I think they're all going to be in the mix. But then if the winners go to WrestleMania, then you're leaving a lot of people off WrestleMania.
If they were on SmackDown WrestleMania.
Maybe you just nail it down to 4 teams and you have a 4 corners match.
You're on the first night of a 4-night get one free.
Yeah,
not
exactly.
too bad.
Speaking of, they're lowering ticket prices for WrestleMania. Apparently, they're 25% off this weekend because they're having meetings with their talent saying, we're not selling tickets, but everything's okay. Apparently, nobody wants to go to WrestleMania. and they're having a lot of trouble selling tickets for that show. Let me give you some reasons why. As a person who thinks about going to WrestleMania, why I, a person living in Canada, will not be going to WrestleMania this year. Okay? Just to give the WWE a little bit of market research. I don't...
Oof. That T-bone. Jeez, you see that in the
right
corner?
In the corner on Cody?
Yikes.
Yeah,
Right
you're a couple seconds behind. I saw it like a little bit ago. Let me explain to you why I'm not going to WrestleMania, John. A, ticket prices. It's crazy. You're spending like $10,000, $15,000 on tickets? No, I'm not doing that. It's ridiculous. No one wants to spend that kind of money on tickets for wrestling.
One night or 2 nights?
I think 2 nights. Well, if you go, don't you want to go to 2 nights? If I'm going to go all the way to Las Vegas, airfare, travel, accommodations, you got to pay for all this stuff. Vegas now more expensive than it used to be. Traveling to America for international travelers, also not a great option. Not something Canadians or people from really any other country want to do right now. Tourism from outside of the United States is down big time in the U.S. because people from outside of the States look at everything we see and hear about the States and go, I don't know, man. Maybe I'll wait it out. I'll go next time. I'll wait till the next one. Not right now. Wait till 2028. See how it is then. Because right now it doesn't feel like a good place to go. And a lot of people feel that way. And I'm very tempted to go to America. I want to go to America. I'd like to go this summer. I want to go to Yankee Stadium. But like every day when, just you see what's happening over there and you go, oof, man, it's a little rocky over there. It's a little rocky. It's a tumultuous time. And I'm getting older. I got kids. I want to stay safe. I'm safe in my home country, I'm safe in Canada. It's nice. It's nice and safe here. So I look over there. It's expensive for WrestleMania tickets. Like, it's stupid prices. And that's really the main drawback. If they were cheaper, I would consider it. Forget all the travel and the politics and all of that. Like, that's really secondary. It's a factor. But if WrestleMania tickets were reasonable, I would think about taking my son to WrestleMania. For sure. I want to take him to a WrestleMania. But I can't afford it. And very few people can. It's not even that, like, you don't want to spend the money. It's that you can't. You look at the prices of those tickets and you're like, I could not afford to do this. It is too much money.
Well,
and a lot of people are in that boat. It's just like, yo, man, everything's expensive, and that's stupid expensive. What are we doing?
I don't think you're taking into all the expenses. Because, like, Hall of Fame, SmackDown.
Of course.
The night after WrestleMania with Raw.
Yeah. And you don't even need to do all that stuff, but you want to do maybe 1 or 2 of those extras, Apart from WrestleMania, you might want to do, SmackDown before or something.
A Hall of Fame, no?
I don't know, man. I don't know. Something, But it's not even something that I think about. Like, I've never been to a WrestleMania, and that's fine with me. I've been to a lot of other events. I hope to go to a Mania, and I've thought about going to a Mania several times, and I've looked at prices, and I've thought about it, and I just have decided not to. Not because it was not affordable, but because I just, whatever, I didn't feel like traveling for Mania because I could watch it on TV. But now I look at it and I go, yeah, I couldn't even do it. It's just so expensive. They've priced the fans out of even thinking about it or doing it. Now I look at WrestleMania and I go, I don't know if I'll ever go to WrestleMania. I always thought, like, yeah, I would go at some point, but now I look at prices and where they are. I go, man, I might never do it because I'm not spending $4,000 a ticket to sit in the nosebleeds of a football stadium. I'm not spending $8,000 to $10,000 on 2 tickets to any show. I'm not. Because I've gone to other shows where prices are less than that. I can go to other shows for cheaper, and I will enjoy them. You know what I mean? I will get fulfillment out of going to a show that will cost me $200 to $300, and that is even expensive, but you go, yeah, it's fine. But it's not $8,000 or what, you know what I mean? WWE is crazy prices. I spent, money going to see Saturday night's main event and whatever. Those prices were nothing compared to what they're charging for WrestleMania.
I mean, again, like, you're thinking about merch too, because you're going to want to buy like something special for WrestleMania as well when you're there. I mean, it doesn't stop. The parking.
Ooh, Drew hits Claymore on everybody, interrupting this match, hits a Claymore, then drags Sami on top of Cody, but Cody kicks out.
Well, got the arm up, but yeah.
Yeah,
like,
whatever.
Not much strength, but yes, he did it.
Cody
Drew's mad.
Raises the shoulder, doesn't get counted, and Sami does not win. Drew wanted Sami to win. Drew tried to get Sami to win. And now Sami hits the haluva kick on Drew, even though Drew wanted him to win. And Cody hits Crossroads on Sami. 1, 2, 3. Cody's going to the chamber.
Sami screwed himself.
Whoa, you're only smoking mirrors. Oh, wait, wrong song. That's his old one.
I enjoyed the song, but
It's a good
not a lot of people would at this
Everybody
point.
loved that song. You ever see that clip of John Cena singing it?
I remember that, yeah.
That was a good one. Well, there we have it. Cody Rhodes, the American Nightmare, go into the chamber, possibly go into WrestleMania. Drew McIntyre gets involved but does not get his way. Tried to screw Cody out of it, but it may be Drew and Cody at Mania.
Will Cody get booed in Chicago? Wait and see.
Drew McIntyre wearing some Jordan 3s tonight.
Not bad for the number 2 champ.
Yeah. It's funny how when Cody was the WWE champion and CM Punk was the world heavyweight champion, Cody was the A champion and Punk was the B champion. But as soon as Cody lost that thing to Drew, and it was a combination of Cody losing the thing to Drew and then Roman winning the Rumble and challenging Punk, it instantly, in everybody's mind, made you go, oh yeah, the A championship is the world heavyweight title now, and the B title is the WWE title. Even though the world heavyweight title has zero lineage, the WWE title is the one that goes back to Brett and Austin and Hogan and all those people, San Martino. That's the real belt. That's the belt that Cody had. That's the belt that Roman had. That's the real belt. But because of the current situation, because of Drew holding it, and because of Punk and Roman fighting over the other one now, the real secondary belt, has become the main belt. Right? Perception has changed in about a month.
We've been down this road before. Let's remember Roman started his reign as Universal Champion and had to unify with the WWE title, become the undisputed WWE Champion. So Roman is the draw, pretty much.
Of course. I think the real fun part will be after WrestleMania when Roman is the World Heavyweight Champion and Cody is the WWE Champion, and then you go, oof, who's the real champion? Who's the top dog? And then maybe you do their match at, SummerSlam or something. Or Mania next year.
In Saudi Arabia?
Who knows? Who knows? But I think that might be the situation after Mania. Do you see Cody and Roman as champions post-Mania?
It makes sense. I'm not saying Roman for sure is going to win, but that's the way I'm looking at it right now.
He should.
Right. Yeah, I don't disagree with you, but it's not the end of the world that Punk wins that match.
He shouldn't.
Yeah, that's fine. There's still a lot for Punk to do afterwards, so.
Roman should beat Punk and LA Knight should beat Brock. I'm sticking to it. Okay?
Well, you can stick to it, but be prepared to be disappointed, I think.
I'm prepared.
At least for the LA Knight thing.
I'm prepared. What's the WWE going to do with this whole masked man character thing? They had him attack Braun Breaker, and Braun Breaker hates the guy in the mask. And he came back, too. He did something else, didn't he?
He cost Austin Theory the match. He cost Austin Theory the elimination qualifier.
Right. He attacked Austin Theory now, right?
Right.
So Braun Breaker had a hernia operation, and he's gone for some weeks, months. He may be back for WrestleMania. He may not, is the word.
They said like 12 weeks, so I don't think it's going to be possible. They said WrestleMania's in 9 weeks.
Okay. So probably no Braun Breaker now for WrestleMania, which really screws up a lot of plans. Like, there were plans at some point to make Braun Breaker win the Royal Rumble. Imagine he wins the Rumble and then he has to have this hernia surgery, and then he's out of WrestleMania. That would be a disaster. Good thing he didn't.
Yeah, but I mean, it's a cause and effect kind of thing. Like, it's because he lost in the Rumble that he has that tantrum and then tries to flip over the table, which causes the hernia.
Right.
So that doesn't happen if he wins the Rumble. So
it did make me think. It got me wondering, has anyone ever won the Rumble and not gone on to WrestleMania for a match? Like a title match?
Yes.
Who?
Your favorite guy, Vinnie Mac.
Oh. Okay, what? Any wrestler?
Okay, not any wrestlers, I don't believe. I'm pretty sure
no wrestler
the
has
wrestlers
been injured on the road to WrestleMania where they can't make it. That's never happened,
well, because they're kind of smart with it and the way it should be, and also why Adam Pearce was kind of fighting it. It's because once that match is set, they don't do that much. I mean, maybe the challenger wrestles like a match or two, but it's very limited in terms of their scheduling, which is smart.
Mm-hmm. But as far as the Masked Man thing and Braun Breaker and now Austin Theory, I think we're supposed to understand that the Masked Man is going to be Seth Rollins. Like, it's not currently Seth playing that role, but when the man reveals himself, it'll be Seth, and we're supposed to guess that it was Seth the whole time, even though he's not physically there. That seemed to be the plan, but I don't even know. Like, there's talk that Seth might not even be ready to do that. And if he's not, then like, is it going to be Grayson Waller? Because he wants revenge on Austin Theory? Because Grayson Waller has kind of disappeared. He was with the New Day for a while, and now he's not. And apparently he was the Masked Man at some point. Maybe at the Rumble it was him. Like, playing, right? Like, he was under the mask. And I wonder, like, if it's not Seth because he's not ready, and now Braun Breaker's kind of out of the mix, they have to reveal it as somebody. If they reveal it as Grayson Waller, everybody's going to be like, that sucks. Right? No one's going to be excited about that. But it would make a lot of sense because he was in a tag team with Austin Theory and they had beef or whatever. Like, you could do that. It wouldn't be great, but you could do that. Or the other option is you sign Jericho. I don't know what the story is with Jericho, and you reveal it as him, because that would be fun. And it would be really funny, too, because physically the guy is like kind of tall and lanky. And if Jericho shows up, it would be like a different look and be like, how was it the same guy? But it doesn't matter. It's wrestling. It's fine. You could have it be a different shaped man. Jericho, I think, would be really good if they wanted to get a big pop out of it. But I don't know where he's at or what the contract is or anything. It seemed like he was headed towards the WWE. Everybody was kind of banging that drum. And now it's slowed down. So I don't know. Will it be Grayson Waller? Will it be Seth Rollins to face like Austin Theory now at WrestleMania? Will Braun Breaker make it? Like, there's a lot up in the air right now for that whole story, and it is a significant story that's been dominating a good chunk of Monday Night Raw with Paul Heyman and Adam Pearce and Braun Breaker and Logan Paul and Austin Theory and The Vision and Bronson Reed and The Masked Man, and you know what I mean? It's been a big deal. So they need like a serious, solid resolution to it come Mania time. Grayson Waller, to me, is not a good option. Seth Rollins is the A option that you'd hope for, but even if they reveal it as Seth, you go, oh, yeah, well, it's Seth. Like, no one's going to be shocked because he's the most logical guy that would hate these guys who beat him up and sent him on his way injured, and now he's back from injury for revenge. Even Seth revealing himself, you go, well, yeah, that's... I think the coolest one would be Jericho, because you'd be like, oh, my God. I didn't expect him to be the guy. Why is he doing all this? What's his motivation, you know? Or it's AJ Styles. He never retired. It was all a big swerve. That'd be funny. But I'm not sure what they're going to do. And I'm interested because I don't think they know. And that's the most fun. Because they have to make a decision.
Time will tell here. Like, it's better to wait, actually, because like sometimes like you're in a better situation later on. Like right now, yeah, maybe things don't look so great, but by the time you get to Mania, you have a better idea what's going on with Seth. That works out, and maybe Jericho's a better idea. I mean, the story's going to take a bunch of different twists and turns here. So, I mean, what's even the match? Because like, there's no Braun Breaker, right? So, what's it going to be? Bronson Reed or Austin Theory or both? Like, what is the big payoff here?
I don't know.
So,
I think the Masked Man should be somebody gigantic. It should be like Obafemi or Royce Keys, you know? It's like somebody huge. When they finally reveal it, it's like the guy shows up and he's way bigger than the previous time you saw this guy in the mask. And then he pulls the mask up and it's Royce Keys, you know? Will Hobbs is there. Or it's a woman.
Got disappeared. Sadly, Royce Keys has disappeared already, so that's never a good sign.
He wrestled before SmackDown tonight in like a main event match or dark match or something.
It's rough. Not a good debut.
I think they debuted him in the Rumble, and then they're kind of cooling him down, and they're going to restart him after Mania. Because they don't have anything for him at Mania, so why start anything? I think they're just kind of saying, here he is, work him out, figure something out, get him accustomed to the WWE, then after Mania, you start him up with something. They do that sometimes when they sign somebody close up to Mania. They're like, yeah, you'll work your first Mania next year. This year, you get to see what it's like.
Well, Ray Phoenix got to work WrestleMania last year.
Well, not everybody gets the same treatment, John. It's a WWE. You know how it works. Some people get things, some people don't. Sometimes you have to wait and you get more. Luck of the draw. Creative has nothing for you. That's how it goes sometimes. So, Chamber coming up in a couple of weeks, John. WWE doing things. Challengers, qualifiers. Randy, LA Knight, and now Cody Rhodes have qualified for the men's chamber. Tiffany, Stratton, Rhea Ripley, Alexa Bliss for the women. Men's chamber qualifying matches coming up, John. To determine the 4th and 5th members of this match, Dominik, Mysterio, Gunther, and Javon Evans will wrestle on Raw. I feel like Gunther wins.
Again, like it's all face heavy right now, so you need a heel, and he's one of the top heels right now in the whole company. So, yes, he should be in it.
One of? I mean, is he not the top heel in the company?
I mean, I know you don't like Drew, but I think Drew.
I don't dislike Drew. Don't say I don't like Drew. I like Drew. I like Drew.
Well, you felt Drew's reign was already going to be over, so I don't think you really like him all that much. So
No. I didn't think that his reign was going to be over at the Rumble against Sami. I thought that it would add more to the story and it would make the match more interesting if you had Sami win the title and then you insert Sami into that triple threat at WrestleMania and you make it a 4-way. I didn't want to take anything away from Drew. I still wanted him in the match at Mania. I wanted him in the title match. I just didn't want him as champion because him losing the title facilitated adding another guy to the match that deserved a big spot at Mania and would make sense in that match at Mania and would be massive for his career to elevate Sami Zayn to the WWE champion going into WrestleMania. Drew has been a main eventer. You look at Drew already as a championship level guy. When he won the WWE championship from Cody, you were surprised that he won it. You didn't think Cody was going to win, but you weren't like shocked, like, wow, I can't believe Drew's champion. We've seen Drew as champion before. I just thought elevating Sami to a main event spot would be good because you want to elevate as many guys into that main event level right now. I think it's a little bare, and you want to, elevate some guys. I think Cody Rhodes and Roman Reigns did a really good job of being on top for so many years, but a byproduct of that is they beat everybody. So you don't have a lot of challengers that are credible. So now you got to raise some people up, and I would raise up Sami along with Jacob Fatu and Drew McIntyre. I'm not taking anything away from Drew, John. I think you misunderstood. I was trying to raise up Sami because I think, look at Sami. He just lost tonight. What's he doing at WrestleMania? And I think that if you added Sami to the match and made it a 4-way, it would be a better match than a potential 3-way with Jacob Fatu and Drew and Cody. I think Sami would have spiced it up and made it better.
Well, again, personally, I feel when it comes to WrestleMania main events, I prefer singles. A good triple threat is fine,
right?
But one-on-one, to me, that's usually the match I prefer to see.
But once we're deviating from the one-on-one and we're getting a triple threat, I don't think making it a 4-way is that obscene. Especially if you're doing it because you want to bring Sami up. Like, imagine a world where Sami's the WWE champion right now and he's going to go into Mania defending that title. I think that would be cool. And then you go, ooh, can Sami hold on? And then he doesn't. He loses to Cody, and you're like, oh, man. And then you do a Sami-Cody thing. Like, there's stuff there. Or Jacob Fatu wins the title, and then you go, oh, my God, he's champion now.
I mean, it's cool. It'd be awesome for Sami to get that, but you don't have the chase. Like, right now, it's Cody chasing for that title. And that's their whole big thing right now.
And I'm not sure Jacob Fatu even figures into the match. It could just be Cody versus Drew.
They could. It would be nice if they did. They probably won't. But they could do Drew versus Jacob now because of what happened at Chamber.
Yeah. Although 2 Chamber matches, usually pretty long. This is a 4-match card right now. I think the Rumble was a 4-match card. I don't know if they add a match to this one, especially a world title match. I don't think Drew is on this show.
Yeah, no, it's tough. Like, more than likely, this is probably it. Maybe they add another one, but it probably won't be for the WWE title. I'm just saying, like, I'd keep Jacob in the mix because that's actually more intriguing than Cody and Drew. The problem with Cody and Drew, it was fine, but we've seen this for half a year.
Yeah, it's been done to
Like,
death. The only issue I see there, though, John, is like, say Cody wins the Chamber, how does Jacob then make sense being added to the match? Like, he's got to do something.
If you had a match with Drew and there was a controversial finish where it feels like Jacob deserves a rematch, there you go.
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, there are ways to do it. It's just like it gets a little messy. You know?
I mean, how many times has it gotten messy? You know, like Benoit won the Rumble, regardless if people don't want to remember or forget it right from history. That's what happened. And then Shawn Michaels is like, well, I want to be in the match too. And then that happened because it's Shawn Michaels.
Well, Edge won the Rumble, and then Daniel Bryan was like, me too, I'm in the match. It's a triple threat with Roman.
And that happened. Yep.
How did Bryan get into that match? He won a couple matches?
I think, wasn't there something at the Chamber or something that he did?
I don't recall. But he, I don't know, he figured his way into that match, which was good. It was a very good match. All right, well, Elimination Chamber coming up. A couple of weeks. We'll keep our eye on it, obviously. As, WrestleMania, biggest wrestling show of the year. Big deal. AEW in Australia for Grand Slam.
Tomorrow.
Yes, I know. I'm aware. I am looking forward to it. Will it be on TV?
Well, you get the USA Network, right?
Yeah.
There you go.
It's on there?
See it? It's on there. It's supposed to be.
Yeah. Sometimes on the guide it says it's AEW, and then you look and it's not actually AEW. I've been fooled before by the USA Network. It's not a great channel. They don't seem to stick to their scheduled programming. That's what you get from Bell Media, I suppose. I don't know. Shots fired.
Well, I only get it like the day after it airs, so I don't get to see it live. That's, I guess, their whole deal with it. Like, if you have like TSN and TSN Plus, like, you can see it, but you can only watch it the day after. You can't watch it live.
Weak. Let me see. AEW's. What time is this supposed to be on here?
I want to say it's going to be on at 8 p.m. But I could be wrong because it's in Australia, right? So maybe that throws it off.
AEW Wrestling Collision is supposed to be on at 8 p.m. on my USA Network tomorrow, according to my guide here. So hopefully I get to watch it.
Hopefully it's not 8 a.m. because usually Australia is usually super early.
Yeah, but I think it's airing normal time in the States. 8 p.m. It's a big show for them. They got MJF defending the AEW World Title against Brody King. MJF got beat by Brody King a couple of weeks ago on Dynamite. This week's Dynamite was pretty good. Kyle Fletcher taking the TNT title back from Tommaso Ciampa. That TNT title has been bouncing around. Fletcher loses it to Mark Briscoe. Briscoe holds it for a bit, loses it to Ciampa. Ciampa loses it like a week later back to Kyle Fletcher. And now Kyle Fletcher is going to wrestle Mark Briscoe in a ladder match tomorrow night for the TNT title. Why not make it a triple threat with Ciampa? You know what I mean? Like, he's involved. Poor guy.
Well, I think Ciampa's going to get his rematch probably at the pay-per-view. So
yeah,
I think that's something they're just going to save in the meantime. And now you get a ladder match on television. That's pretty damn good, actually. That's not too bad. And I think to me, like Ciampa versus Fletcher was the best thing that I saw on Dynamite this week.
Yeah.
Didn't think it was overall like one of their better shows. Thought some things could have been better. I was disappointed in the strap match. I thought the strap match could have been a bit better, but
Yeah.
I guess that was their first time ever wrestling that kind of match, so they weren't used to the structure of that, possibly.
Yeah. It was okay. Kind of a surprising finish, though. Tekla becoming the new AEW Women's World Champion, beating Chris Statlander. Didn't think that was going to happen.
I didn't think we'd see two new champions crowned on the same show.
Yeah.
I feel like that might be a first for Dynamite, for that to ever happen.
Yeah. I mean, it was an eventful show. Young Bucks winning a triple threat tag match to become the number one contenders for the tag team titles, and then the FTR came out and did a promo against the Bucks there. Took some super kicks. Set up Young Bucks versus FTR, which is happening when? Do we have a date?
At some point. Yeah, at some point. Maybe the pay-per-view. They didn't really say exactly, but yeah, they will face them again at some point. I enjoyed the interaction. I enjoyed the promo between FTR and the Bucks. Match-wise was all over the place. I mean, Private Party came back.
Yeah.
I mean, good for them, but they seemed a little rusty. And the Rascals were also involved in this three-way tag. And they're all over the place with their stuff as well. And then you throw in the Bucks, and it's like, this was a bit of a car crash.
Yeah, it wasn't my favorite match, for sure. But, end result, we have another match between the Young Bucks and the FTR. Two guys who, at this point, feel like, or two teams, rather, you feel like, when their careers are done, they're going to be linked. Given how many matches they've had now against each other, it's like there's always going to be that link between FTR and the Young Bucks. It's a classic rivalry now in AEW.
Yeah, I think you would at least say this is the equivalent to New Day versus Usos,
yeah.
right?
Yeah. It's kind of like AEW's version of that. And it's always good, FTR and Young Bucks is always good. So I'm not mad at that at all. Kenny Omega versus Swerve Strickland should be good next week on Dynamite. They're just doing that as a match. They had a good promo this week on Dynamite too. And the match next week, very exciting. Kenny versus Swerve. Exciting.
It seems like Kenny can't make the pay-per-view, I'm guessing. There's some problem with his scheduling or something, because they're keeping him out of the title picture for now, which I felt like that was almost like a done deal. And now they've gone away from that. And now he's wrestling a big match on Dynamite next week. So it feels like they're kind of getting rid of Kenny for a little bit, because I guess he can't make the pay-per-view.
Why not?
I think apparently he has something in Japan or something going on.
Oh, a schedule conflict. So they're getting the big match. Maybe they were going to do like Kenny Swerve pay-per-view, and then they're just doing it on Dynamite instead. Pay-per-view's in March, right?
The 15th on a Sunday. I know you love that.
Yeah. Great.
Yep, till 3 a.m. to watch pay-per-view, and then get up the next day.
Yeah, I'm not doing that. Yeah, I'll watch it the next day. I'll watch it the next afternoon or something, that evening,
Couple days.
Yeah, but Dynamite, I thought was a pretty solid show this week. We had, what else did we have?
Well, Toni Storm got another funny promo.
Yeah, her promo was good, but I feel like we had more than one good match.
I didn't mind the trios match we had, but I felt like we've been doing this for the last couple of weeks, where we had almost like the same kind of match. Like, they're good, but like I feel like I've seen it already.
Yeah, it wasn't bad. It was the Death Riders against the Don Callis guys. Takeshita, Josh Alexander, and Mark Davis taking on Moxley, Claudio, and Pac. This Grand Slam show looks pretty good. You've got MJF versus Brody King for the AEW World title. Kyle Fletcher versus Mark Briscoe for the TNT title in a ladder match. You got the Babes of Wrath, Harley Cameron and Willow Nightingale, defending the AEW Women's Tag titles against Megan Bayne and Penelope Ford. You got Jon Moxley defending the AEW Continental title against Konosuke Takeshita. Yo. You got Hangman Page versus Andrade El Idolo. Winner gets an AEW World title match at Revolution. And you've got Orange Cassidy and Toni Storm against Wheeler Yuta and Marina Shafir, where the loser of the fall has to get their head shaved. So it's like a hair match where whoever gets pinned will have to get their head shaved. So Orange Cassidy, Toni Storm, Wheeler Yuta, and Marina Shafir all at risk to shave their head. Somebody's going to be bald. Let's start there, John. It's the match itself, it's like whatever. But then you go, well, somebody's going to be bald after. You go, okay, that's stakes. That's got my interest. Why do I think it's going to be Toni Storm?
I have no idea why you think it's going to be Toni Storm. Like I think it's going to be,
because I think she'd be willing to do it, and hair will grow back, and I think she would look good bald, and eventually she would have her hair back, and I think it would be a gimmick that she could work for a while. She could have wigs and scarves and stuff. She would look majestic, I think, no matter what her hair looks like. I don't know. I just feel like it's so crazy that maybe Toni is the one going to be bald. Or is it Wheeler Yuta? Like, Wheeler Yuta seems to be like, well, I guess they're going to bald up Wheeler. But I don't know. Are they going to do it to Marina? I don't think they're going to do it to Marina. I don't think they're going to do it to Orange. Orange, I feel, is like the least likely to lose his hair because the hair is such a part of the gimmick that a bald Orange Cassidy wouldn't work. I don't think it would work. He's got orange hair. His name is Orange Cassidy. He's like a redhead guy. What are you doing? You can't shave that guy's head. So it's either Wheeler, Marina, or Toni. And I feel like it's going to be Toni. Which will be the craziest thing. She'll be able to pull it off. It'll grow back. You think it'll be Wheeler?
Well, I'm thinking it's either Wheeler or Marina, and I think it could be her. It could be her.
Antoinette says it won't be Toni. Why not? She could pull it off, and it will grow back.
You're not wrong. You're not wrong. Like, but I just feel because this is kind of like a homecoming for her, so I feel that they want to give her like a big win.
Okay. But like, are they going to shave Marina's head? I feel like that's too much.
Really? I don't. Why is that too much? I think she would look more badass that way. No.
I think she looks badass enough. You don't need to do that to her.
I don't think it's a huge like loss if like she lost her hair like that.
It would be more shocking if it were Toni or Marina. Because a woman getting her head shaved is way more shocking than a man. For some reason. Women's hair is more important to them. To us.
I honestly, like, this might be the first ever mixed tag hair match I've ever seen.
Mm-hmm.
Like, I don't know. I can't think of any other one.
It's very interesting. This is a cool card. They have a good show tomorrow night. AEW
it's
right
like a
now.
pay-per-view.
AEW right now, creatively, in-ring, promo, like everything they're doing is really rolling. And it's getting me excited about the future because the build of this company is really working right now. AEW is working in a lot of ways. Their main event scene is very strong. And they're cutting promos for Will Ospreay's comeback, which was pretty good this week. I like that. That's when I think it's going to be Marina. Oh, boy.
Well, again, some things they still got to work on, like some of those punches and forearms, like especially in the trios match, was pretty bad. Claudio looked really actually like a superstar again in that match. I found like it's been a while since Claudio like really shined a lot in his matches.
Yeah.
It's been a while since I guess he's been a babyface, but he really like stood out. I found he should always be a babyface if he's going to look that good.
All right, let's go for some predictions for tomorrow night because it really does feel like a pay-per-view, John. Orange Cassidy, Tony Storm versus the Death Riders, the mixed tornado tag, hair versus hair match. I'm going to say that Tony will take the fall and she will get her head shaved. That's my official prediction.
Okay. Well, I'll go with Orange and Tony winning. And I mean, Wheeler makes sense, but I think Marina that would be the most shocking in terms of like one of those two. So I'll go with Marina. I'll go with Tony gets Marina to shave her head. She said she's gonna do it herself too, right? Tony said that she'd do that, so yeah.
Okay. Hangman Adam Page versus Andrade El Idolo. Winner gets an AEW World Title match at Revolution. You see my shirt. I'm a big Hangman fan. I love the hanger. I think he's going to win because I think Hangman MJF is going to be the match, which, feels like we've been building towards that. And that's a big one. Hangman MJF, one-on-one, world title, Revolution. You go into it thinking either man could win. You know the match is going to be good. I think that's where we're headed. Andrade MJF seems weird. And I don't think Brody King's winning. Like, if Brody King wins, then maybe Brody King Andrade for the title. That would be kind of fun. Elevate Brody and Andrade to that level. And then, Hangman, MJF, Kenny Omega, Swerve Strickland, they've all been AEW World Champions before. And they're all recognized in AEW as World Championship level. Andrade and Brody King are not. You don't look at those guys and think those guys are world champions, mostly because they haven't won it. But if Brody King wins the title and Andrade beats Hangman after beating Kenny and challenges for the title at Revolution, and all of a sudden you look at Revolution and you go, oh, main event's Brody King and Andrade. The match, would be good between Brody and Andrade. You'd go into it, again, thinking, I don't know who's going to win this one. Brody just won, but he could easily lose to Andrade. Maybe they're making Andrade the new champ. He just beat Kenny and Hangman. That's a path. I think there's an alternate universe where you do Brody King and Andrade, where Brody wins tomorrow, Andrade wins tomorrow, and that's your main event for Revolution. And I really don't hate it. But I feel like they're going to do the AEW thing, which is Hangman MJF, two AEW kind of classic original characters. They usually stick to that. But there's a part of me that wants them to go outside the box a little bit. They've been going more, given more opportunities, but they haven't gone all the way with it. Going all the way with it would be making Brody King your world champion and having Andrade beat Hangman and have a world title match at the pay-per-view. And then you could do Swerve, MJF, Hangman, triple threat. Winner gets a shot at Dynamite or potential title shot next or whatever. I don't know. I don't think it's going to happen. Like, if I were to bet on it, I think Hangman beats Andrade, MJF beats Brody King. But the opposite is also a good option, which is a good problem if you're AEW. You got a lot of talent that you can make into stars that people believe in. And right now, Brody King might be the hottest star in AEW. Kenny Omega said he's the most dangerous man in AEW. There was that whole controversy this week about whether or not Brody King was kept off the show by Warner Brothers because there was that fuck ice chant last week when Brody was wrestling MJF. And there was a report. Did Dave Meltzer actually say that Warner Brothers stopped Brody King? Or was that just a fake quote? Like, I'm not even sure what happened there. Because then there was another report from the Fightful, and they were saying that they got the report from AEW and from Warner Brothers saying, no, they never blocked Brody King. Brody King was just not scheduled to be on the show. They didn't take him off the show because Warner Brothers is trying to sell their company and they want to stay in the good graces of the Trump administration, and that's why they kept Brody King off the show, because they didn't want to have anti-ICE messaging on their show on Warner Brothers. Like, it was this whole big story that was concocted that got people very upset, and you went, whoa, politics getting involved in AEW? That's kind of crazy. Everybody got all up in arms, then it turns out maybe it never even happened. And now I'm starting to wonder, did Meltzer even report it? I think he did. I think he did say that Warner Brothers kept Brody King off the show because of ICE, chance. And then he was proven wrong? Like, what happened, John? What did we learn here?
I think you have it right, where I believe Dave Meltzer reported that Warner Brothers sent out the notice that they wanted Brody King not to appear on Dynamite this past week.
Right.
Now, there was the whole idea that, well, the talent aren't going to be there anyways, a good chunk of them, because they'll already be in Australia, as we've seen with MJF. He's already doing promotional work there already. He's already there.
Mm-hmm.
So it was already planned, apparently, with that. Now, I can understand that, but I can also understand that WBD, they get a lot of heat, obviously, like you just said, and to like subside that heat.
Yeah.
They're not 100% truthful about everything. They'll just say like, oh, it wasn't supposed to happen, even though maybe it was supposed to happen. Because like, I don't know about you, like the Dynamite before you get the title shot, you're not on it. It's kind of weird.
Yeah. It's kind of like, a senator saying, hey, how come, it's like what happened there with Warner Brother Discovery, possibly, is like Meltzer reported that they blocked Brody King. People got mad. And then they're like, no, we never blocked Brody King. What are you talking about? Why are you even asking about this? What about the Dow, Why are you asking me about this when the Dow is up, 50,000, whatever. It's like, why are those names redacted? Those names aren't redacted. They're never redacted. Why are you even asking me about this? That's a good one. What about the Dow? The Dow, John. Why are we even thinking about this when the Dow is... I don't even know what the Dow is, to be honest. But apparently we should all be very excited about it and not thinking about anything else. Anything important or devious or terrible that may have gone on with some of the most powerful, disgusting perverts in the world. Let's ignore that. What am I talking about, John? Let's get back to the wrestling. You think Hangman's going to beat Andrade or what?
That's what I'm expecting, because the way I look at it, like, what's the biggest match you could make that would sell the most? I think it's Hangman and MJF at this point, with all the options that you just kind of listed out. So that's what should happen. But you say like, oh, it'd be the AEW thing to do. I mean, I'm always expecting the unexpected now with AEW, because like I think it's gonna go one way and it actually doesn't go that way. So, like maybe like it's slightly going that way, you think, but I wouldn't be surprised if there's a curve somewhere, because I feel like they always tinker with that. Well, it's not exactly what you think it's gonna be.
I hope they give us something different, because I think the whole point about Brody King is he's never been hotter. And you could look at him as like a guy with a lot of momentum, and you could ride that momentum and push him and maybe make him into like a legit main eventer to be formidable against a Hangman or a Swerve or a Kenny or an MJF, to where you believe in him. Because right now, he's got the title match. He beat MJF, but I don't think anybody believes in him. But if he wins, and wins convincingly, like he just beat MJF, if he has another performance where he just runs through him or close, a little more competitive, but, a clean win over MJF would do so much for the Brody King brand. And he's already, got a lot of momentum behind him. People are very much behind Brody King, especially the AAW audience. I feel like it might be time to push the Brody King button. I'm in favor of it. I think he should be champion. I'm all about new blood, John. Have you noticed? I'm like, elevate Sami, elevate Brody. Like, why does it only have to be a select few? Let's add a few more to the mix. I feel, the Attitude Era was so fun because we had so many guys that could potentially challenge Stone Cold. You had your Stone Cold, but you had The Rock, you had Undertaker, you had Mankind, you had Triple H, you had different guys coming up. You had you had Big Show, you had different Kane, you had different guys coming up in that main event scene that made it like a crowded scene. And that's where, it flourished. To have like only 2 or 3 guys that could potentially be in title contention limits what you can do creatively and where you can go and what kind of matches you can make. Elevating more guys into the main event only helps your company, makes it more interesting, gives fans reason to believe in different characters. I am correct. And I know this. You know this too. You know I'm right. Am I wrong, John?
You're not wrong about the idea that, it's better to build new talent and you have more people to use in your main event scene. Completely agree with that. It's just the timing of this. Like, I feel like just because it's Brody King's first shot and right now he's got a lot of momentum on his hands, doesn't mean let's put everything on him. I think it's going to be strong showing. He could beat the champion, but just not tonight. I feel like that's going to be what's going to happen with him. And that's why MJF will retain and go on to face Hangman at Revolution March 15th. I believe
it is
in
the bigger match, like on paper, MJF Hangman. It's the biggest match they could do.
Is it at the Staples Center or whatever it's called now? Whatever for the Revolution. I feel like I'm almost positive it's in Los Angeles, California.
It's in Los Angeles at the Crypto.com Arena, which I guess is the former Staples Center. Yeah.
That's big.
Yeah. MJF Hangman, you kind of need. Because Brody King and Andrade is cool, but I don't know if it sells as much. Like, it does good for the company, and maybe long-term it's a better move, but short-term the move is MJF Hangman to sell that pay-per-view.
Well, I think Brody King is slowly becoming a draw himself. Again, just like first shot doesn't mean he has to win the title, but I fully expect, I think he's going to have a pay-per-view match at Revolution, and I fully expect, if it's in SoCal, which it is, like, it's going to be the Young Bucks against FTR, I think.
Yeah, that would make sense to do it at Revolution. It's not that far off. Revolution is March 15th, so we're like a month away. Yep.
It should get done.
Moxley Takeshita, you think Moxley drops the belt here tomorrow? I don't think so.
Too soon. Did Konosuke lose the IWGP title?
I don't think so.
They don't talk about it, that he's that champion. But maybe, because it doesn't make sense with the story, so they don't mention this. But usually they do, actually.
Oh, no, he did. Sorry, he did. He lost it in January.
He must have, because Claudio comes out as the CMLL champion, right? They always mention that. I'm like, he must have lost it.
Yeah, he lost it to Yota Tsuji at Wrestle Kingdom. Yes.
There you go.
Yes. I don't know. I don't think he beats Moxley here. Although, they always push Takeshita. It's possible. That's what's fun about AEW. A lot of these matches, they could always go either way.
I mean, yeah, I could see Konosuke win because then he wins that title, and then he tries to unify again the international title against Okada. So yeah, it could happen. But yeah, I feel like Moxley right now, for the time being, anyways, I think he's just gonna always win.
Yeah. Babes of Wrath defending the tag titles against Mega Bane, and Penelope Ford. We had 2 title changes on Dynamite this week, right? We had a new women's champion, world champion, and a new TNT champion. Do we see title changes here? Because if we do, I could see it in the tag team title match here. But I don't think so. Because Harley Cameron, isn't she from Australia? She's gonna win.
Right. I agree with you. I think, and they'll probably open the show more than likely. So yeah, they'll give them. It's a match to make the people happy about. So that's what's gonna happen.
Mm-hmm. So are we not seeing a title change? Because Kyle Fletcher is also from Australia, and he's the TNT champion defending against Mark Briscoe in a ladder match.
Right.
So he's going to win.
Yeah, I think Fletcher's going to win. We don't need to see a title change. We already saw 2 title changes on Wednesday. We don't need a title change on Saturday.
I think it would be fun for it to get back to Briscoe in like a 2-week span. He loses to Ciampa. Ciampa loses to Fletcher. Like, Briscoe beat Fletcher. Then he loses to Ciampa. Then Ciampa loses to Fletcher. Then Briscoe beats Fletcher again. I think it would be fun to just kind of keep it as a spinning wheel of TNT champions, and then you do like a triple threat with Ciampa.
Well, I expect the 3-way at the pay-per-view anyways, so I mean, you could switch it again. It's very face-heavy, though. That's a lot of faces winning. I think Fletcher's got to win this one.
But he is a babyface in Australia.
Right, but not really. Like, against Mark Briscoe, like, in terms of that, he is the heel. He's still going to act like a heel. He's still going to cheat like crazy, I'm sure. Cheat to win the title, too, against Ciampa. Well, not really, actually. Didn't he, like, just beat him, actually? Didn't he?
Yeah, but we have another heel winning in the main event, John, with MJF.
Okay, like, we can get, like, at least 2 heels winning. I think that's about it. It's not bad.
Okay. All right, Fletcher and MJF, back-to-back. MJF should beat Brody King. He'll cheat to win.
You have Marino winning and
I have
Wheeler
3 heels
winning.
3 out of 6.
Yeah.
Half and half.
There you go.
Yeah. Should be fun tomorrow, man. I'm looking forward to it. It's a collision on a Saturday night that I'm actually excited to watch. Happy Valentine's Day, John.
Yeah, whatever that is. Bah humbug to that, but...
Oh, that's nice. What about love?
I believe one of your favorites always said, "Isn't love a lie?" or something like that. Isn't that what Bray Wyatt said?
I don't remember what he said. I didn't pay attention. One of my favorites.
Yeah, because like it was when he was getting divorced, and then he did the promo like the next day saying that love is a lie.
Well, that's too bad. Poor guy. I believe in love. Who doesn't? Some people.
I thought you were going to see something else, actually, right there.
What?
When you said I believe in, well, when you said I believe in, I thought you were going to see something else.
Joe Hendry, Joe Pesci.
Oh, that too. You said that last 2 weeks ago.
I do believe in Joe Pesci. Huh?
That came out of nowhere. I don't know why. Why Joe Pesci? I don't get what that. Like, you guys said it last week. I don't know why you said it, though. I didn't get the reference.
Oh, because R-Truth said it on SmackDown.
Oh, that's true. That's true. I forgot about that.
Yeah, it's stuck. That's the new one. That's just, forget Joe Hendry. I believe way more in Joe Pesci.
I'm sure you would.
Believe in Joe Pesci. Truth did that one time, and I was like, yeah, that's good. I do believe in Joe Pesci. How could you not? Very believable actor.
He was very good in Home Alone. Very good.
Home Alone, Goodfellas, Casino, The Irishman, JFK. So many good Pesci performances. I'm a big Joe Pesci fan. Angela wants to know, how was your match last weekend, Johnny?
It was fantastic. I wrestled Paulo Triassi. I was supposed to wrestle Vikram, but he couldn't make it, so I wrestled Paulo instead. He's one of the best wrestlers, I think, in Quebec right now. So it was amazing to wrestle him. And it's interesting, too, because one of those times where they just told you, oh, by the way, this is going to happen a couple minutes before you go out there. So it's just neat to have. That just shows you how good Paulo is. Like, I just out of nowhere, boom, you can just have a great match like that. And just the atmosphere was incredible. Like, the crowd was truly amazing. Like, Sudbury, I made a post on Instagram about this, how they have the best fans, and I truly believe that. They really added to that experience. And again, you have a great opponent, so it was magic last Saturday.
And you won.
Yeah, I retained the X Factor briefcase. I can still cash in whenever I want. I don't know when I'm going to cash in, but I still have the briefcase.
You'll decide when the moment is right.
That's it. There's no, as far as I know, I don't have like 1 year to figure it out.
Right.
There's no established like guidelines for that. So I have the briefcase. I get to use it whenever I want, and just have to wait and see.
Excellent. And when's the next match? Do you know? Your next...
Oh, when I'm wrestling, period? Like that,
Yeah,
that's
sure.
a great question. I'm not sure.
Promote.
Because I know in Sudbury I won't be back until like May, so it's going to be a while for that. And the next one, I'm not 100% sure yet. I'll have to get back to you on that one, like, because nothing, I think, in February right now.
All right. Well, more time to watch spring training baseball, which starts next week, John. There's going to be games next Friday. So
I enjoy the Olympics. I watch the Olympics.
Yeah, I watch real sports, not people that do athletic activities on an amateur level, and the only point is to go to the Olympics. Like, if your whole sport is all about just going to the Olympics, like, you don't have fans of the sport. I don't know one single luge fan out there. If the whole point of your sport is just going to the Olympics and, like, nobody actually watches it any other time than the Olympics, I really don't care. And I'm not going to pretend to like any of these little sports like speed skating or like, I don't care how fast you can skate in a circle. I really don't care. None of that stuff interests me. I don't care how many flips you can do on a ski bump. I don't care how fast you can go down a ski hill. I don't care how fast four dudes in Speedos can go down a bobsled. Like, I don't care about any of that stuff. Hundredths of a second down a luge thing. Who cares? You're not watching this when it's not the Olympics. The only reason you care is because you're like, oh, I hope Canada wins, because that means something. It doesn't mean anything. It doesn't matter. If Canada wins 100 gold medals or 0, your life will not change in any way unless you are directly friends or family or the person competing in this Olympic Games. And even then, the difference is negligible. You don't get any kind of, you don't get much for winning an Olympic gold medal in a lot of the cases. I am against the Olympics. I mean, you can enjoy it all you want, but I find it absurd. And in this day and age where there are so many real sport options out there, I find it kind of silly that every 4 years we pretend to like these sports that we would never watch. Like, you watch hockey, and I get that you watch Olympic hockey, and I have no problem with that, because that tournament is really the best versus the best. It's like an all-star game every night. Team Canada is, like, super stacked. I don't watch it. I'm not going to watch it. I don't care. Canada could be in the gold medal game, and I will not watch a second. But I get why people like it. I get that, because you're watching hockey all year round. So this is just a continuation of that. But to tell me, like, ooh, did you see that speed skating marathon? No. What are you talking about? You don't watch that stuff. Stop pretending. What do you know about speed skating? What do you know about slalom or skiing or any of that stuff? Get out of here. Seems like I don't care. I'm not interested in watching it. I got better things to do. I mean, I'm not faulting you if you like it, but I don't get it. I used to try and get into it, and, I kind of liked it for a while there. But I think I'm at a point in my life where I just go, are we still doing this? We got real things going on. We're still doing this? The skating or the skiing with the shooting, and then you're skiing again. What are you doing? This is a thing? Still? We haven't grown past this as a society, this Olympics. It's disruptive. Costs too much money to do. I don't know. I'm not into it. Many different reasons, but I don't get it. Just mostly because of the entertainment factor. I just don't think it's entertaining.
Mainly the Winter Olympics, right? Because, like, I would imagine the Summer Olympics, you're a bit of a fan of that, I would imagine.
I like the wrestling.
Okay.
That's about
Judo.
it. I don't really watch judo. I don't watch Olympic judo. I got no problem with judo. Judo is a legitimate sport. There are judo fans out there. Judo's legit. Wrestling is legit as well. Like, I understand the whole point a lot of times for wrestlers is to get to the Olympics and win a gold medal, but there are other accolades that you can get. There are other things that you can do. And wrestling is a thing that does have fans. Like, people are watching wrestling all year round. I'll watch Olympic wrestling, but I'll also watch other wrestling. Like, that Real American Freestyle is a very interesting promotion now where they're paying guys to have freestyle wrestling matches. Like, there's a real avenue to make it a real sport. I don't know of, like, a luge league that people are watching. Maybe in Denmark or something it's big, but not in my world, baby.
But soccer, like, I imagine you'd watch that.
The Olympic soccer tournament is usually garbage, isn't it? It's like not... The World Cup is really the international tournament. The Olympic soccer tournament is not a big deal. And also, I don't care. I don't really care about soccer. So, no, I'm not watching that. Summer Olympics, I don't watch at all, except for the wrestling. I try to watch as much wrestling as possible. I really like that. The top of the top, best wrestlers in the world with so much on the line, high-pressure situations. I like that very much because I like wrestling. So I'll watch that, and that is the only Olympic sport that I will watch. And I'll watch it seriously. I will follow the tournaments, and I will try to, see it from beginning to end. I will seek it out, but nothing else. I'm not watching sprinting. I don't care. I don't care how fast you can run 100 meters. That's all you can do? You just run really fast? Can you translate that to a sport? Like a real sport? Like soccer or football or something? Like, you'd think if you can run that fast, maybe give him a football and let him run on the field, but then, he gets tackled and he dies, so I don't know. Like, I'm more impressed by, like, a running back dodging, like, 4 guys, making a spin move and, like, running to the open field to get a touchdown than a sprinter running 100 meters. Like Angelo says, the Olympics are not for everybody. Clearly not for me. You're enjoying the Olympics, John? What have you enjoyed?
Well, like you've said, like, I've enjoyed watching the hockey, pretty much.
Yeah, sure. I get that.
And
That makes total sense to me. If you're a hockey fan, this is like Christmas. It's so exciting. It's as good as it gets. So, yeah. And I hope Canada wins because Canada should win hockey. Everybody in Canada loves hockey so much, you would expect Canada to win. I won't watch, but I expect them to win.
And I saw that car crash of what happened to the U.S. bobsledding team. Like, I'm not going to seek it out kind of thing, but they kind of show you like a tracker of everything that happens, usually at the end of the days. So you kind of get the highlights or low lights, I guess, in this case. So you don't have to watch every little thing. Like, they'll just show you, like, this was eventful. This happened.
Didn't see it. I saw that Lindsey Vonn crash on her skis. I saw a clip of that on the internet. And I saw Jake Paul crying because his girlfriend won a gold medal, I think skating fast. Speed skating. And I saw his girlfriend, and I was like, whoa.
He was not American. So
No.
It wasn't a win for the U.S.
Who cares?
Well, he's American, right? But
So?
she is not.
So he was happy because it's his girlfriend. It doesn't matter if she's American or not. Jeez. Good for him. Good for them. Congratulations. That's all I've seen of the Olympics. Jake Paul crying and that Lindsey Vonn crashing. That's it. Just clips. People sharing online. That's all I've seen. Haven't seen anything else. Have I missed anything, Sean? I guess some bobsled crashes. Maybe I'll see that. I like a good crash. That'll be fun. I'm watching for the botches.
Well, that's it. There's a lot more botches, a lot more swearing. Like, I'm not sure exactly what happened in curling, but apparently they got really mad at each other, and there's a lot of F-bombs for whatever reason.
I don't need to see curlers swear. I'm good on that. I'm like, I don't care. Unless it's really funny. Maybe they're swearing in a funny way. Who knows? Well, enjoy the Olympics, John. I hope Canada wins as many Olympic gold medals as possible. I really do. I hope Canada wins all the gold. It'd be good. It'd be good if, Canada, I'm a Canadian guy. I'm born in Canada, and I live in Canada, so I want Canada to succeed in every way possible. But, I'm not actively rooting for it or watching it or supporting it in any way. But I definitely give it my seal of approval. Go Canada. I want fellow Canadians to succeed. Right.
Well, it's only for 2 weeks, so it's
something,
It's going to be over pretty soon.
Cool. Well, I'm more interested in the World Baseball Classic. Like, you want to talk about international sporting events. The World Baseball Classic is starting in March, early March. And that I'm excited about. I don't think Canada has much of a shot there. But, I might be rooting for Team
It's probably
Dominican.
It's probably U.S. or Japan, right?
Dominican is really good, too.
Oh, yeah? Soto's going to be on it?
Huh?
Okay, yeah. Juan Soto, he's going to be on it?
They got Soto, Guerrero, and Tatis, and more.
Okay. Yeah. I mean, that's good.
Yeah.
But they are pretty good.
It's very good. Like, you look at their lineup, and it's pretty nuts. It's comparable to the U.S. and Japan, for sure. Those are the three powerhouses. It is going to be very fun to watch those teams play. I am hyped for the World Baseball Classic. Hyped. I'm hyped to watch Canada play. I'm going to be supporting Canada. Hope Canada does well, makes it out of the round-robin stages, and maybe makes a little run. If we could beat one of the powerhouses like Japan or the U.S. or the Dominican, that would be one of the biggest victories in the history of Canadian baseball. So, yeah. I'm rooting for Canadian baseball. I just don't believe in Canadian baseball because I've watched baseball. I know how it works. I know who's good at baseball. Might not be the Yankees. We'll see. Yankees baseball starts next Friday. Baltimore Orioles, New York Yankees, spring training. Can't wait. I'll be watching. I'm just excited to see some baseball again. Yeah. Yeah. Jays fans must be excited. They got a good team. They came within a, couple outs of winning the whole thing last year. I'm sure they're gearing up to try and win it again this year. They got a good shot. Red Sox have a decent team. John, you must be excited. Yankees have a pretty good team. I'm excited to see how they show up, what they're going to be. And other baseball teams exist as well. The Dodgers, obviously, going to win the World Series again, but it's not the point. It's not the point. Dodgers would be the first team since the 98, 99, 2000 Yankees to three-peat. If they could do it again this year.
Well, I mean, they have, talking about 3 in a row. I mean, they have won 3 not too long ago. Like the third one was like what in 20? Yeah,
I think they've won 3 in 5 years or 6 years or something. Yeah,
something like that. Like they've won 3. They're pretty much a dynasty team at this point. When you think about it, like, and I mean, if they're expected to win again too, like, yeah, I mean, they're the team to beat. Everyone knows that. I mean, if anything, you got to hope someone in the National League can take them out. You got to hope the Phillies can step up, or maybe the Mets.
Dodgers have 9 total World Series wins, which is crazy because, 3 of them have come in the last, 5-6 years?
They went through a bit of a drought, if I'm not mistaken.
Yeah, but they've been around for a long time, the Dodgers, Well,
they were the Brooklyn Dodgers at first, right?
Yeah. Their first World Series was in 1955. They won in 55, 59, 63, 65. Like the 50s and 60s were good, but then they didn't win again till 81 and then again in 88. And then a long drought till 2020 and then 2024 and 2025. So they had 6 total until, this decade. Now they have 9. They're tied for 3rd overall in the history of baseball with your Red Sox, who also have 9 World Series. 1903, 1912, 15, 16, 18. Oh, the 1910s were a good decade for the Red Sox, brother. 4 in one decade.
I believe
what a
after
time to be
18,
alive.
Yeah, but after the 18, I think there's a bit of a
Yeah,
gap.
after 1918, they didn't win again until 2004, so that was quite a drought, 86 years.
Yeah.
And then they won again in 07, 2013, 2018. Pretty good. Pretty good.
Last couple of years, yeah. I mean, It feels like it's starting to add up a little bit now, 18. It's been a while, but not as bad as the Yankees, so that's good.
Dodgers are in 3rd place, tied with the Red Sox and the Athletics somehow. Did you know that?
I did not know that. Wow.
The Athletics in Philadelphia won early in the 1910s, 1910, 11, 13, 1929, 1930. And then they won in 72, 73, 74, and 89. The A's. So the A's, the Red Sox, and the Dodgers all have 9 World Series. I think you know who has the most. Do you know who's in 2nd place?
Who would be in 2nd place?
Take a guess.
No, it can't be the Cubs, no?
No. Close. Same division.
Same division. Not the Reds?
No.
Pirates?
Dude. Pirates?
What team am I missing here in this? Oh, yeah, Cardinals. The only team in that division.
St. Louis Cardinals. They've won 11 times. They're in second overall. You know who has...
It feels like it's been forever since the Cardinals have won, though. Like,
they won in 2011. 06 and 2011.
Yeah, it feels like it's... Yeah, it
Two
feels like
in
it's been
20
longer.
years. It's not bad. 2 in 20 years. Not terrible. More than the Yankees in the past 20 years.
I mean, that was a big thing, too. You lost your last member of the last World Series victory, so it's kind of rough.
That's funny. The Cardinals, the Dodgers, the Red Sox have all won more World Series in the last 20 years than the Yankees. The Yankees have won 1 in the last 20. Like since 2006, right? We're in 2026 now. Since 2006, even 2005, you want to go back, they won once in 2009. That's it. Yet, still way on top with 27. It's going to take the Cardinals or any other franchise a lot of wins to get to 27. Cardinals in second place with 11. Yankees have more than double. They've won a lot, which is why Yankee fans, such as myself, expect them to win because they win so much. They have won so much in the history of the franchise throughout almost every decade.
You were spoiled in the 90s.
Spoiled in the 90s. They were spoiled in the 20s, and the 30s, and the 40s, and the 50s, and the 60s, and the 70s, and the 90s. Not the 80s.
I feel like they were always a decent team, though.
Yeah. 80s, there were some rough teams there. But they won in 77, 78.
Yankees win.
Yeah. Yankees win.
Yankees win.
It'd be nice to hear that a few times this season. God, I would love the Yankees to win the World Series. That would be nice. I would really, really love that. But I don't see it happening. Oof. I'm hearing that Expos music. I saw pictures of a stadium that they're thinking about building, John. That guy with his peanut project, he's trying to bring a team back to my city. And I wish him the best. I wish him all the best. I don't know if there's anything I can do. I don't think there's a damn thing that I could do for this guy. But if there is, I'm willing to do it. Like, the fact that he's serious about it and putting in effort into it gives me hope. Maybe it's false hope, but it gives me hope that one day I'll be able to take my children to a Major League Baseball team, stadium in our hometown. And I'd like them to get it done here, you know? Let's get it done while we're still young.
Yeah.
I saw pictures of a stadium. It looked beautiful. Looked like a dream. There is nothing I want more than a baseball team. Bring me back my Expos. I miss them so much. It hurts so much. You know, yeah. I watched that documentary that they did, the Expos thing.
Earn yourself again, okay.
Yeah, like I wasn't going to watch it, you know, because I thought it would be too hard to watch. Turns out I was right. It was really hard to watch. So I cried a lot watching that movie. I'm not joking. You know, I'm not going to lie to you, John. I mean,
you lived it. You know, like
I lived it, yeah.
Why?
And then reliving it, I don't know. I mean, it was informative. It was interesting. And I was, you know, far enough now from the season ending and the sadness with the Yankees that I was just like, I'm craving some sort of baseball thing, and I was looking for things to watch on Netflix, and they keep recommending it to me because they know, like, this is the kind of thing you would want to watch. It's a baseball documentary. It's about the Expos. You love the Expos, right? And I'm like, yeah, I get it. So eventually Netflix kind of wore me down, and I was like, all right, let's watch this. And I cried, and it was sad, and I just want them back so bad. Here we go. I'm going to cry now. Let's not do that. Let's end the show before I get too sad. I want them back so bad for so many reasons that I don't want to talk about.
You got to keep believing, man. Keep hoping.
Yeah. All right. That's it. Show's over. I can't do this anymore. I can't even talk about them. That's how much I want them and how much I miss them. Shit. All right. Thanks for joining us.
Good times.
We'll be back soon. Long live the Expos. Let's go Expos.
Next week, hopefully.
Please come back. Please come back.
Yeah, next week will be great for the Expos.
Back.
Next week for us too.
What's happening next week?
We're gonna have a show next week. Like I said, we're back sometime soon.
Yeah. We'll be back next week. I'll be back next Thursday with the boys. You know, we don't have anything this weekend, so that's what I'm saying. You know, soon, next week.
There's no watch along coming up.
No.
Okay.
UFC's off till March, I think, for pay-per-views.
Wow.
Mm-hmm.
Wow.
What are you gonna do?
I guess the next one will be the Chamber.
Yes.
February 28th.
Probably. Although I might have to skip it for some reasons. We'll talk. We'll see. We got weeks to deal with that. All right? Thanks, everybody, for watching. We love you. We'll talk to you again real soon. Thank you to Lauren, Antoinette, Angelo Contagonis, and everybody supporting over at join.ringsidereport.net. Jason Pete as well. I see you, Jason. Thank you, Jason. Thank you to everybody supporting over at join.ringsidereport.net and membership.ringsidereport.net. Check out our website, ringsidereport.net.
Thanks for sticking with us to the end. We would really appreciate it if you could help us spread the word.
You know the drill. Hit that subscribe button, flip those notification switches.
We are an audience-supported network, so consider becoming a recurring supporter at membership.ringsidereport.net. Check out our website at ringsidereport.net. Hope to see you again next time, and have a good night.